Hello? Hello? Yeah, are you there? I want to quickly talk to you about the top 10 easy business loans for a new business. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Story Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about the top 10 easy business loans for a new business. So right now, if you have a new LLC, a new LP, S Corp, C Corp, you want to pay attention. Number 10, we have Action. Our score, 7.5 over 10. So when you think about Action, you're thinking about a nonprofit lender. Okay, so this is really good. And the loan term here is the maximum is $50,000. This is why they're usually called micro lenders or micro loan providers. And we love the fact that with Action, you are basically, they are targeting, I would say, underrepresented communities. So you have minority owned businesses, you have women owned businesses. This is really good. And to qualify for an Action loan, you need a credit score of 575 or 550 in some areas, okay? And please be able to demonstrate sufficient cash flow to repay the loan. In other words, you are generating income. If you are a new business, you need to have a business plan that actually demonstrates clearly your sales projections. Okay, this is really important. So Action, 7.5 over 10. Number 9, folks, we have here PayPal working capital. Our score, 8 over 10. So if you are a PayPal seller, this is a great opportunity. Let's say you are a new business, but you have had a personal relationship with PayPal in the last few years. They will take care of you when it comes to granting you a working capital loan. And the cool thing here is that with PayPal working capital, there's no credit check, not at all. You have easy automatic repayments. You have quick access to cash, okay? But this is only available to PayPal sellers. And again, if you have a new LP, a new LLC, a new S Corp, a new business in general, but you have had a previous relationship with PayPal, this is great. With this loan, you have there's no credit score requirements, and the amount of the loan that you will receive will depend on your history with PayPal. So this is great because they will look at your cash inflows and cash outflows, and they will see what kind of volume you have and how long you've been on the platform. They will look at your refund, your returns history, and they will grant you a loan based on those criteria. Number 8, folks, we have here Credibly. So we love Credibly because this is one of the easiest business loans for a new business. So anytime I mention the word easy business loan, I'm talking about a series of processes that you need to put in place before you can make this loan easy. In other words, you got to have a business plan. You need to have sales projections. You need to have projected financial statements that clearly demonstrate that you will be able to repay the loan, okay? This is really important. So when we talk about Credibly, 8 over 10, the maximum loan size, $250,000. You can repay the loan within 18 or 24 months, okay? And the interest rate starts at 10%, and the minimum credit score here is 500 rather. Time in business can be 0 to 6 months. Okay, this is really good. And one thing I want to say here is that this loan requires you to have $15,000 at least in monthly bank deposits. So even if you are a new LLC or new LP or new business in general, you got to make sure that you have strong revenue generation. This is really important. And one thing we don't like with the Credibly loan is that they do charge you a 2.5% origination fee. This is a little too much. Number 7, folks, we have Fora Financial. Our score, 8.5 over 10. And we love the fact that this is a great loan. They have a lenient requirements, which is really great, especially if you are a startup. You don't want to have complicated requirements, okay? The minimum credit score, 500, not 600. 500. The time in business, 0 to 6 months. And revenue requirements, this could be actual or projected. $12,000 monthly gross sales. And the cool thing here is that Fora Financial has a whole process in place to help you. They have great customer service. Okay, they will assign you a lending specialist, and you can borrow from $5,000 to $750,000, and the funds can be released within 72 hours. Really good. Think about that. $5,000 to $750,000, $750,000. Really, really great. And so with Fora Financial, approval is not solely based on credit. They do look at other criteria. This is really good. And there are no restrictions on the use of the term loan, and no collateral is required. So this is really good. Number 6, folks, we have On Deck. Our score 8.5 over 10. So when you think about On Deck, you basically think about they want you to be in business for 1 year. However, if you have a strong business plan, they can actually grant you the loan if you have been in business 0 to 3 months. Okay, you need to have, as I said earlier, you need to have the trifecta: business plan, sales projections, and projected financial statements. Those are very important. Minimum credit score 600. Okay, there are certain industries that On Deck doesn't like. Things like firearms vendors, lotteries, casinos, raffles, gaming, gambling, adult entertainment, rooming and boarding. They are really there are a few things they don't like. So make sure that your industry does not fall in those categories. Okay, and with On Deck, you have two types of funding available. The term loans. You have loan amounts that go from $5,000 to $250,000, repayment terms up to 18 months, and you have the lines of credit where you have a line amounts from $6,000 to $100,000. You have 12-month repayment term, and this resets after each withdrawal. Number 5, folks, we have Riviera Finance. Our score 9 over 10. So if you are a new business and you are interested in invoice factoring, this could be a great opportunity for you. Riviera, they do a good job in terms of invoice financing, invoice factoring, and this loan has no credit check, no time and business requirements, no revenue requirements, because they actually focus on the accounts receivable, the invoice only. Okay, and they can actually fund you all the way to $1 million, not a problem. And in some cases, they can fund you all the way to $10 million. Not a problem. So when we talk about invoice factoring, we're talking about what? The purchase of accounts receivable for immediate cash. So invoice factoring gives businesses the power to ensure growth without diluting equity or incurring debt. So after invoices are submitted and verified, they are funded by Riviera Finance within 24 hours. Okay, so this is really what you need to think about. And one thing I also want to say here is that if you are a new business, they really don't care. I mean, you just need to provide the invoice. If you have been in business for 24 hours and you are able to generate a $1 million invoice, that's what they will finance. Okay. Number 4, folks, we have Blue Vine. Our score 9 over 10, folks. And so when we talk about Blue Vine, you want to think about line of credit predominantly. They used to do term loans, but now they are focusing on business line of credit. Okay, and if you are a new business, not a problem. Again, you need to remember the trifecta I told you, right? The business plan, the sales projections, and the projected financial statements. With Blue Vine, you get on-demand access to funds, same-day funding, and they serve both B2B and B2C companies, business to business and business to consumer companies. Okay, and in some cases, they will take a credit score that goes from a 580 to 600. Okay, and so the maximum limit here with Blue Vine is $250,000, and rates are as low as 4.8%, and decisions are as fast as 5 minutes. This is really good. So we love that. And Blue Vine wants you to be in business for 6 months. However, if you have the trifecta I've been talking to you about, they will approve you if you have been in business from 0 to 3 months. Not a problem. They want you to have $10,000 in monthly revenue, and this could be gross revenue, that is, and this could be actual or projected. Number three, folks, we have National Business Capital. Our score 9.5 over 10. So when you think about this player, this NBC National Business Capital player, we love the fact that they have flexible borrower requirements. Okay, they have no credit check for certain financing products if you meet other requirements. They have realized time and business and revenue requirements if your credit is above 650, and they actually lend to marijuana industry businesses with at least 1 year in business. Okay, this is really interesting, but yeah. One thing I want to say here is that with National Business Capital, you don't have a direct lender though. You have a lending marketplace, and they have more than 75 lenders, and their business model is kind of similar to Lendios and other players. Okay, and one thing I want to say is that to qualify, they want you to have between 0 and 6 months in business. They want you to have at least $120,000 in annual revenue. So this could be actual or projected. No minimum credit score. So they actually have financing options for businesses with excellent and bad credit score, businesses that are established or young or brand new, matter of fact. So the maximum loan amount with National Business Capital is $10 million. But the loan depends on business revenue. It's all about revenue. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. I'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We're actually having a conversation today about the top 10 easy business loans for new business. And number two, folks, we have here Fundbox. Fundbox, our score 9.5 over 10. And we love the fact that this lender is really good when it comes to short-term business loans for new business. Okay, you have a simple application. I want you to picture this. You have a simple application. You just fill it out, blah 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 blah. Okay, and you just send it to them. They will review everything, and you might get next day funding. There are no draw fees, no prepayment fees, no origination fees, no maintenance fees. So you have a lot of fees that are just deleted with this. And Fundbox actually has two lines of products. They have two funding programs, They have a line of credit, and the maximum loan amount here is $150,000. The maximum line amount is $150,000. So that's the first funding program. They have also term loan, so business term loan. Also, the limit here is similar, $150,000. For the line of credit, you can repay over 12 or 24 weeks, and your available credit goes back up as you pay. No prepayment penalty. For the term loan, you have lump sum business loans up to $150,000. You can repay over 24 or 52 weeks. No origination fee, no prepayment penalty. This is really good. And the thing is, you need a minimum credit score of 580 to 600 and 0 to 6 months time in business to qualify. So Fundbox is really suitable for both startups and subprime credit borrowers. Okay. Number one, the best of the best in our view when it comes to the top 10 easy business loans for new business, we have Lendio. Our score 10 over 10, and Lendio is kind of cool. It's great. It's great for a lot of things: equipment financing, term loans, business loans, line of credit. Actually, Lendio is not a direct lender. It is a marketplace lender. Okay, this is why you have access to a whole gamut of lending programs. Okay, loan amounts can go from $5,000 all the way to $750,000. This is really good. Loan terms up to 25 years. You can actually receive the funds within a day. Okay, this is really good. And in terms of minimum credit score, they can go as low as 550 if you have a strong cash position and you are in a fast growing sector. Otherwise, they want you to have a 630 credit score minimum. Time in business 0 to 6 months. Revenue actual or projected $10,000 per month. All right, folks, let's just have a quick overview here. I just want to say that when we talk about the top 10 easy business loans, what does easy means? because I don't want you to live here and think that we just have given you some kind of BS. No. Easy means that you have done the work beforehand. Throughout this show, I've been talking about the trifecta. And this trifecta is really important, okay? We are talking about a business plan. We are talking about financial projections, we are talking about sales projections, and we are talking about projected financial statements. This is the trifecta. Business plan, please don't give me any cheap ass business plan. I want you to spend money. If your goal is to borrow 50K or 75K, chances are you have money. You can afford $200 or $300 on a good professional consultant who can write an original, a compelling business plan for you. So I want you to ditch all those templates you have downloaded online and trying to customize here and there. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't work. Business plan. Sales projections. I want you to have a clear idea of where you see your business 1 year from now, 6 months from now, 3 months from now. This is what we mean by projections. Now, I'm not asking you to cook up numbers here. I'm asking you to use projected numbers based on what? Reality, based on solid assumptions. You do the same thing for your projected financial statements, your projected balance sheet, projected income statements, projected statement of cash flows, and your projected statement of owner's equity. So when we talk about business loans, remember that there are alternatives for borrowers with fair credit. For borrowers who are looking for easy business loans, there are alternatives. In other words, if you don't qualify for those loans, you can qualify for others, okay? You can qualify for small business credit cards, small business corporate cards, or corporate cards in general. There are also grants. There are small business grants. Yeah. I mean, this is free money. You can also try crowdfunding. I'm just telling you, hey, listen, you could try to actually apply for an easy business loan, but something happens and you don't qualify. But think about it. So the bottom line is that you want to do your research. There are ways to get the money that you need. Take the steps to improve your credit score in the meantime. Okay, we'll look into alternative business financing options such as crowdfunding. Before closing today's conversation, please check out this loan evaluation approach video. We do have a strong methodology on this show when it comes to reviewing, when it comes to categorizing and listing business loans. Check this out. All right, folks, here are the top 10 easy business loans for new business. Number 10, we have, number 1, we have Lendio, 10 over 10. Number 2, Fundbox, 9.5 over 10. 3, National Business Capital, 9.5 over 10. 4, Bluevine, 9 over 10. 5, Riviera Finance, 9 over 10. 6, Undeck, 8.5 over 10. 7, Fora Financial, 8.5 over 10. 8, Credibly, 8 over 10. 9, PayPal Working Capital, 8 over 10. 10, we have Action, 7.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.